Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So here is another very important lecture under your SEBI Grade A 2020 revision series. So as you know, in this series we are discussing some very important questions catering to phase 1, okay, particularly general awareness. So many different lectures are coming up for phase 1, quantitative reasoning and English. So here this lecture is catering to general awareness. So in this lecture we are going to discuss April current affairs. This is the part 1 of April current affairs. See, in the previous lecture also we have discussed current affairs related to April, but I think there was some sound issue, so that is why I'm going to replace this lecture with that one. Fine, all the questions are going to be new. So these are the previous results. I hope that you know EduTap has a brilliant result in NABARD, RBI as well as SEBI. So you see so many selections in 2019, since SEBI last time took place in 2018 and not in 2019. So out of 84 seats, 41 selections were there. So we have brilliant result, as you can see. Now I'm going to begin your lecture. See, currently due to the coronavirus outbreak, we are working from our home. So I hope that you understand that it is difficult to provide that exact sound quality which is there in the studio, but still we are trying to do so. That is the same reason that you are not getting even the video clip of the faculty members. So kindly cooperate, guys. I hope that in this scenario also you get a lot of important content to study, and this helps you a lot in your examination. So I am moving further to question number 1. Question 1 from April is, in April 2020, which of the following has become the largest fund house of India in terms of assets? So this is again, see, as SEBI has specified with its changed pattern, that questions related to financial awareness will also be asked in general awareness. So we are trying to cover a lot of financial awareness questions also through this lecture. Now coming to the question, largest fund house of India in terms of assets as announced in April 2020 is HDFC Mutual Fund, ICICI Mutual Fund, Nippon India Mutual Fund, SBI Mutual Fund, or none of the above. See, which is the largest bank of India, largest public sector bank of India? It's SBI. So the same mutual fund house has also become the largest fund house of India. So question number option number 4, SBI Mutual Fund is the answer. Moving to question 2. Which of the following firms has launched iDRAF for providing relevant details of the cases to legal fraternity? So a firm has launched this iDRAF. This is to provide the details of the cases to the legal fraternity. Now this is a pure GA question. You have to tell which firm is it. LegiQuest, Kirkland and Ellis, Latham and Watkins, Trilegal India, or Phoenix Legal. See, the answer to this question is a LegiQuest, and it has used NLP, natural language processing, and deep learning to call out the relevant details for each case for the legal fraternity. So this is a question relating to GA, and I hope that this is helpful to you, okay, because not only the questions from financial awareness, but all the things related to GA are being covered in these lectures. Next question is, which of the following medicines has been exported by India to USA recently in the month of April 2020? An easy question. I think this medicine has been in news a lot. And the correct answer is option 3, hydroxychloroquine. I hope I have pronounced this word correctly. So hydroxychloroquine is the answer, option 3. This has been exported by India to US, and not only US, many other countries also, but particularly US deal is in news. See, India is a developing nation and has a lot of malarial cases on an average. So that is why this medicine is produced in India. India is around a producer of around 70% of this medicine in the world. So that is why this is being considered important for the cure of COVID. That is why this was in news, and India has now decided to help a lot of countries, not only US. Next question is, which one of the following has introduced the facility of issuing digital certificate of origin, both non-preferential and preferential, through its online system? So a particular company, I'm sorry, not company, but one of the bodies given here or ministries has decided to issue the digital certificates. What could be the answer? Export Promotion Council, APIDA, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, or FIEO, that is Federation of Indian Exports Organization? So this is a typical question, not very easy to crack. The answer is option 5. So you must know what does FIEO stands for. It stands for Federation of Indian Exports Organization. So digital certificate of origin through the online system has been introduced by this particular organization for the export of non-preferential as well as preferential purpose. Question 5. So more than 30 questions we'll be discussing today. Okay. Recently, April 2020, Tony Lewis, one of the men behind the Duckworth-Lewis Stern, has passed away. Term Duckworth-Lewis Stern is related to which of the following sports? Yes, this is a kind of interesting question, because you have to tell that Tony Lewis. First of all, you have to know that this method is associated with Tony Lewis, who has now passed away. Now, you have to know what this method is about, and it is related to which sport. So, this Duckworth-Lewis Stern method is related to cricket. Okay. In cricket, to calculate the number of runs for the batting team, if the target is to be reduced, then this method is used. I just know this about this much about this method. Okay, I hope it will be sufficient for you. Okay, option 4, cricket is the answer. Recently, Bill Withers has passed away. He was a famous dash. So Bill Withers was a famous singer. You must know the important personalities. So he has passed away and he was a famous singer. Recently, which one of the following organizations has appointed Praveen Rao as its new chairman? So Praveen Rao has been appointed as the new chairman of DSCI, NASSCOM, FICCI, CII, or FCI. The answer is NASSCOM. So he is now the chairman of NASSCOM. Which one of the following politicians has launched his first philanthropic venture called Sabki Rasoi or Kitchen for All? So philanthropic ventures are in news a lot, okay, due to the current outbreak in the country. So a PM Cares Fund has been launched by Prime Minister himself, so that you can come forward and donate to it. So you will see many news relating to it, but obviously you have to understand that each and every news is not going to be asked in the examination related to the current situation. But still, the most important news which are there, events, you must know. So Kitchen for All has been in news a lot. It is a venture, philanthropic venture for providing food. So a politician has come up with it, and the answer is Prashant Kishore. So this is the answer, option number 1. Prashant Kishore belongs to Delhi, I guess. Which one of the following supply chain companies has launched a PPE kit Corona Kavach? Guys, do you remember Bhabha Kavach? Bhabha Kavach was in news a lot. It was developed. Bhabha Kavach was developed by BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and it was for the protection of the paramilitary personals. So similarly, this Corona Kavach is also important. It's a PPE kit, and it has been developed by TVS Supply Chain Solutions. So you must know about this cover. So these are the questions which can be asked in the examination. You must be aware about it, that what type of questions have earlier been asked, and what is the probability of new questions, what type of questions can be asked in the examination. Moving to question 10. Which one of the following tech giants has acquired a popular weather app Dark Sky? So this weather app Dark Sky has been launched by Xiaomi, Samsung, Apple, Microsoft. Acha, option 5 is repeat, I'm sorry. Answer is Apple, option 3. So I'm sorry about this, I'll change in the PDF, okay? I'll make the required changes there. So answer is option 3, Apple. It has acquired the weather app Dark Sky. Recently, which one of the following social sites has launched Messenger app for Mac OS and Windows? It's a very easy question, guys. Messenger app is related to what? LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook? If you know this answer also. It's Facebook. Messenger is associated with Facebook, right? I hope all of you are using it. So they have now launched a version for Mac OS and Windows. So these are the questions you must this is called general awareness, guys, that even if you haven't read anything, you just use your logic that if this app is associated with Facebook, probably that could be the answer. These are the kind of questions you can actually attempt even without knowing the exact answer. But I would not suggest you to do it for many questions by applying your logic. You are just putting your answers. No, that should not be the case, but wherever applicable, that should be done. Okay, so that's it. Recently, Madhabi Puri Butch has got a 6-month extension by the government. She is a whole-time member in which one of the following organizations? So, Madhabi Puri Butch is associated with which organization? SEBI, NABARD, SIDBI, RBI, IRDAI. The answer is very obvious in this lecture. Okay, SEBI it is, because we are studying for SEBI grade A, right? So she was the first woman and first member from private sector to be appointed appointed as the SEBI's whole time member. Now she has got an extension, so that is why she is important. Not getting extension, she is important, but because she was the first woman and also the first member from the private sector to be appointed as the whole time member. Next is Philip Anderson has passed away. He was a Nobel Prize winner under which one of the categories? So Philip Anderson, this is important. Awards like Oscar awards are there, then a Nobel Prize, all these are very, very important, the latest ones. So because this personality is associated with a very important prize, that is a Nobel Prize, you must know about him. So Philip Anderson was associated with physics. He was a Nobel Prize winner of physics. Recently, which of the following airlines has operated India's first cargo on-seat flight carrying vital supplies in the passenger cabin and belly space? So, India's first cargo on-seat flight has been operated by Indigo, SpiceJet, Vistara, Air India or Go Air. The answer is SpiceJet. See, almost all the flights are grounded nowadays. So if you are following Twitter, you must know that these the Twitter handle of the flights were also engaged in very interesting conversations about how the time is going on while grounded. So relate this particular SpiceJet thing to that tweet if you are able to recall, or else just cram it up because this is important. Recently, researchers at which one of the following IITs has developed 2 robots that can be deployed in isolation wards at hospitals. This is important. Such tech developments which are related to the current outbreak are very important. As I told you, Corona Kavach. So IIT, which one has developed 2 robots to be deployed in isolation wards? Answer is IIT Guwahati. So they have come up with a robot, 2 robots actually, and they are going to be deployed in isolation wards and help the people in their cure. In April 2020, which institution has asked designated depository participants (DDPs) to refer all applications for new FPI registrations coming from the neighboring countries to it for the purpose of approval? So DDPs, first of all, what do they stand for? Designated depository participants. See, this is a term related to SEBI. So if you know it, you must get to know the answer also. The answer is SEBI only. And SEBI has recently said that new applications which are coming in for FPIs, they must be referred to from the neighboring countries. They must be referred to SEBI. Now this is being said that such news is there that SEBI wants to curb such neighboring country. The particular neighboring country which it wants to curb from FPI registration is China, because it was in news that China has raised its stake in HDFC Bank. So considering all these things, many regulatory institutions have come up with such, all over world many institutions have come up with such rules wherein these rules have been made stricter. So SEBI is the answer to it. April 2020, IT Department of India, Income Tax Department has allowed individuals to submit Form 15G and 15H for the current fiscal after dash for claiming exemption from tax deduction at source on interest income. So TDS, so you must know that 15G and 15H are associated with TDS, and TDS stands for tax deduction at source. So on the interest income of this, IT department has come up with an extended date. So the extended date is now June 30th, 2020. Let's hope it does not get extended aage bhi, because your exam is going to take place in July. So if it's get extended after June, then we will need to cover that also. What is the WMA? Ways and Means Advances limit set by the RBI for the first half of the fiscal year 2021 as announced in the month of March 2020. So WMA limit has been set by RBI for the first half of 2021. The answer is 1.20 lakh crore. Guys, I think this has been now increased. So don't worry, in the next lecture we'll be covering it up if it has been increased. So you must know what are WMAs, ways and means advances. These are the basically ways through which government can borrow money. Okay, these are the different ways which are provided by RBI so as to ease the money flow for the government, especially in the outbreak which is currently going on in the world. So I think it's 2 lakh crore now. I will just say that read this question. You must know what is WMA and what is the current limit. The next one, if you Google the answer, if you just check it, because I think I just read recently that it has been changed. So if you get to know it, then it's fine, or else in the next lecture I'll discuss after verifying it. What is the interest rate on WMA as of March 2020? This is also easy and this is also important. The answer is 4.40%. This, as all the interest rates, you must know what is the repo rate, what is RRR, CRR. These things you must know. Reverse repo rate. All these things you must be aware about. Similarly, WMA interest. This is for the government to pay. Question 20. Who is currently the head of the Department of Regulation and Department of Supervision in the RBI? Answer is, guys, MK Jain. So Department of Supervision and Department of Regulation is headed by MK Jain, currently under Reserve Bank of India. In view of the COVID-19 outbreak, RBI has notified a change in the market timings in April. Markets dealing with government securities, call, notice, term money, corporate bonds, foreign currency, Indian rupee trades, commercial paper and certificate of deposit will be working from dash to dash. So this is a new time which RBI has notified, that a market timing timing for the market has been set up. Market which are dealing with what, this has also been specified. So the now new time is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is the current time in which the markets are operating. Okay. I'll be taking you to next question. The Government of India has announced the sale of the new government stock for a notified month of just give me a second, guys. So for a notified amount of what? This is also important. The Government of India has announced the sale, issue and reissue of new government stock 2022. So you must know the answer of it. It is a typical question. It's a trivial question. Rupees 3,000 crore is the answer. Okay. So I'll be taking you to next news. In April 2020, Government of India has announced the sale reissue of 6.5% government stock 2029 for a notified amount of rupees dash. So the answer is rupees 10,000 crore. See, this is new government stock 2022, for which the answer is 3,000 crore. And for 6.5% government stock of 2029, the notified amount is rupees 10,000 crore. So although these are trivial questions, okay, but please try to remember, because anyhow we are covering it here. And yes, of course, the PDF you'll also be able to avail in our Telegram channel. Acha, see, this is here again. So in the Government of India has announced the sale, issue, reissue of new government stock 2060 for a notified amount of rupees dash crore. Answer is 6,000 crore. So 2060, 2029 and 2022. These are the 3 years. 2022 it's 3,000 crore, 2029 it's 10,000 crore, and 2060 it's 6,000 crore. So guys, make a note of it. Moving to next question. Hockey India has donated what amount of additional fund to PM CARES Fund? As I told you, PM CARES Fund has been set up for the donations. So Hockey India has come up with an additional amount. Earlier it donated 25 lakh already. Now it has come up with another amount, rupees 75 lakh. So 1 crore donation has been made by Hockey India to the PM Cares Fund. That is a huge amount. So that is why we are covering it here. And with this, I hope that you know about PM Cares Fund. If you do not, please go and check it. Okay. You must know why was it set up and what purpose is it dealing with. ITAT, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, has recently held an all India video conferencing of its members on the topic Direct Tax Vivad Se Vishwas Act 2020 in April 2020. Who is the chief guest of the occasion? So, this Direct Tax Vivad Se Vishwas Act 2020 All India video conferencing has taken place, and ITAT came up with it. ITAT stands for Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Chief guest of the occasion was PC Modi. Next is again relating to April current affairs. The government has specified FPIs from Dash as eligible for taking up category 1 licenses. The answer is Mauritius, as I've already told you many times that FPIs, the category, earlier there used to be 3 categories, but lately they were changed and 2 categories were made, category 1 and category 2. So now government has specified that FPIs from Mauritius will be now eligible to take up as category 1 licenses. RBI has relaxed rules for states to avail overdraft facilities until September 30, 2020. So this is again a kind of ease norm which has been provided to the states, that they can, first of all, the overdraft limit was extended, and now it is said that they can avail the facility till September 30, because obviously in the lockdown economy is not doing well and states are also facing a lot of crunch. So now this is the time. RBI has introduced a separate channel called as FAR to enable non-residents to invest in specified government bonds with effect from April 1st, 2020. What is the meaning of F in FAR? Answer is fully, and a separate channel FAR. Guys, I'll please you check it, okay, about FAR. This is your task. Check about FAR and mention in the comments below. A separate channel called as FAR has been set up by RBI to enable non-residents so that they can invest in specified government bonds. So this you have to check and let me know. This is your kind of task for the day, so that I even get to know that you guys are preparing, okay? Next question. According to a recent letter sent by Finance Ministry to RBI, the center has allowed states to borrow dash of their 2021 combined borrowing limit in April-December. This is also important. It's 50%. So again, a letter has been sent. This is also a kind of ease which has been given to these states. In April 20, which institution has allowed merged PSBs to act as corporate agents of more than 3 entities in life, general and health insurance companies? So from effective 1st April, many banks have been merged. Amalgamation of the banks has taken place. So we have discussed earlier that which is the amalgamating bank and which is the amalgamated bank. So these things you must know. Allahabad, Bank of Baroda, all these things, OBC, PNB, please note down the amalgamating banks. Apart from that, this question is about the corporate agents of more than 3 entities. The answer is IRDAI, because the question is related to insurance company. So here IRDAI comes into picture, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. IRDAI has stated that insurers can grant a moratorium of dash month towards the payment of installments of term loans sanctioned by them falling due March 1, 2020 and May 31, 2020. So insurers, this has also been said by IRDAI. The answer is 3. So 3-month moratorium earlier was announced by RBI. Then IRDAI also followed the footsteps of RBI in the same. Which institution has decided to examine the buyback of the outstanding amount in additional 81 bonds issued by banks at par and a ban on retail investment in them directly and through mutual funds? So here the answer is RBI and not SEBI, because probably you will get confused that mutual fund is there, it must be associated with SEBI. It is not. AT1 bonds are there. So these are Basel 3 compliant bonds and additional tier 1 bonds, these are called as. So answer is RBI. It has decided to examine the buyback of the outstanding amount in AT1 bonds. Okay, last question of the lecture. According to a recent data released by SEBI, what is the year-on-year percentage of surge in the mutual investment in REITs and InvITs for the month of January? So REITs and InvITs are regulated by SEBI, Real Estate Infrastructure Investment Trust and Infrastructure Investment Trusts. These are what REITs and InvITs stand for. So year-on-year percentage growth is 58% according to the data released by SEBI. So with this question, I will be winding up your lecture, guys. So for any query, please feel free to drop a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. You can also give us a call at 8146207241. And SEBI 30 is the coupon code written here. You can use this coupon code to avail discount. And that's it, guys. Wishing you all the very best. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll meet up soon for the next lecture.